everyone, for today's video I'm gonna talk about how to get the most out of Twitter search engine. So how to use it to have the results that we are searching for. Last time we talked about how to search for tweets from a particular place and we used keywords geocode, and after geocode we would have the latitude, longitude, and then the radius, like here. But we can also have other types of searches. For example, if you want to search for a particular word or a particular sentence, we could use codes. So for example, pumpkin spice here. So we would have every tweet with pumpkin spice in it. As you can see, pumpkin spice latte, whatever, and so on and so forth. You'll find the pumpkin spice somewhere, whether it's in the tweet or in the display name of the Twitter account or something like that. We can also use the OR operator. So the OR operator would be okay, let's just put Starbucks. The OR operator would find tweets where there is either pumpkin spice in it or Starbucks in it, or both of them in those tweets. Then I'm sure you already had used this before. It's the hashtag. So hashtag, for example, hashtag InfoSec, you'd find every tweet with that hashtag in, which can be really helpful. Then there's also something that is interesting to use. It's the minus or dash, call it like whatever, however you want. I like to call it minus because it removes whatever comes after it. That's why I call it like that. So for example, here I'll be removing blockchain. So here you'd have every tweet that has the hashtag InfoSec but doesn't have the word blockchain in it. So that's what you'd get. We can also use the to and from operator. So to, it's to talk about tweets that will be sent to someone, to an account. For example, to me, that would be like this. Those are all the tweets that were sent to me, but sorted by latest. We can also have by top. There's also the operator from. So for example, if I want to see the tweets coming from someone, like from me, and to, for example, this account, you'd see the tweet that I sent to that account. Then we can also use just the add someone, so to see the tweets that mention that person or that came from or goes to or are in response to that person. So let's see. you'd see these different tweets from me, or that would be mentioned in me, or that are sent to me. Like, for example, this one mentions me, this one is coming from me, and so on and so forth. Sometimes we want to have some tweets that are in a particular language. So for that, we can just use the lang keyword. So for the lang keyword, we would be writing it like this. If I want tweets that are only in French, I would put FR in it, so I'll have only tweets that are in French. If I want only tweets that are in English, I put EN, which is like, yeah. So as you can see, the tweets are in English. If we would like, if we wanted to, for example, let's say we want to talk about, to have tweets about a particular K-pop group, but I want them to be in English because it would be easier for me to understand. I can also just put, one that is known by everyone. Something like this. And we'd be having like tweets in English talking about having this BTS word in it. We can also filter tweets by what type of tweets they are, if they have media in them, images, videos, if they are replies or retweets, and so on. So we'll see some of them right now. For example, if we want to see all type of media, so videos, photos, and so on, we will use filter and then media. So that will show us tweets with, okay, let's just put a language here. So that will show us tweets that have pictures and videos in them, like this here. If you want to see only tweets of images, we change this by the word images. And here we won't have any video. We can also have videos like this. By using this, we'll be able to have videos. And by the way, you can still have other words to filter your search, like if you want to search for videos from like this, for example, if you want to search for OSINT with like tweets that have the word OSINT in them, and that have videos in them, we can just put these two things together. I put the language just, yeah, I should put it in English, by the way. It would be better. So for example, this one or this one, it's still the word OSINT is in it. The filter makes it that everything that every tweet will have a video in it, and so on. We could also filter for replies. So if we want only tweets that are replies to another tweet, we'll just use filter colon replies, which will give us only replies, tweets that are replies to another tweet, like this one. As you can see, it's a reply. It has the word OSINT in it because that's what we are searching for. We can also remove all the tweets that are flagged as potentially sensitive by using the filter safe. So we don't have potentially sensitive tweets in them. Okay. Next would be, imagine we want to see if there is a link to a website in particular. We can or to something in a URL. We can also use this filter URL colon and the word that we are searching for in the URL. For example, Amazon. So if we look at the results, we'll have the word Amazon in the URLs. Like this one. Sometimes we would like to search for tweets that have been tweeted in a certain period of time that talks about something in particular. For example, Ukraine between the 15th February 2022 and the 1st March of 2022. So the thing is, we are gonna use two filters. One is since and the other is until, and we'll have to express the date using the standard ISO 8601, I think. Yes. Which specify that the time would be written by first year, then month, then day. So, and since 2022 February 15th until 2022 March 1st. So if we search like this, we'll have like all the tweets that have been tweeted in that time frame. We can also specify the language. If you want to specify Russian, for example. So another thing that it is interesting to note is we can also use the minimum number of likes and the minimum number of retweets in our query, in our search query. So can you add here min faves. Min faves allow us to specify the minimum numbers of likes for a tweet. So if I go with 100, we'll have tweets that have at least 100 or more likes, as you can see here. We can also talk about min retweets. So min retweets is the same as min favs, but it specifies the minimum number of retweets instead of the minimum numbers of likes. So if we go with this, the minimum number of retweets would be 100, and we'll see that here all the tweets here will have at least 100 retweets. So there is another feature in Twitter that people do use, and that is lists. Users on Twitter can create different lists, list of other accounts in them, and it's easier to search lists on using Google than um, using Twitter search. Yeah, I know. So for example, if I want to search for infosec lists on Twitter, we'll go with infosec, or the word for the list we are searching for, site twitter.com. So that says to Google to search only in the domain twitter.com. And we know that, okay. And also you have to know that lists, if we look at URLs of a list, of a Twitter list, you'll find that in that URL there is the word lists in it. So we can also add in URL lists, and we'll end up with lists that are like this. For example, this one or that one, and so on and so forth. Thank you for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good week. Until next week. Bye bye.